Hi, this is a Rover RB-20t Tenor Banjo, and want to talk a little bit about it, but let's just hear how it sounds. Just a little C note there. Just to give you a little bit of sound on it here. So yeah, just talk about it a little bit here. There's a nice inlay for the Rover label on here. Black head that in the specifications says it's just painted. These are guitar style tuners as opposed to banjo style, which actually for a beginner is kind of good. It's they're readily more available. They stay in tune a little bit better. These are enclosed. They seem very nice. For as cheap of a banjo as this is, I'm surprised. Nice glossy finish on the wood and the heel of the neck and the side of the fretboard. Nice little visible markers on this and also on the side of there. So nice. I wish that the finish, I almost hesitate in saying it because it's almost perfect. But there's a little bit of those fret ends could have been finished a little bit better. But believe me, I've played guitar and I've seen ones where it's like razor blades cutting into you, and I don't get this from this particular one. So it's actually very well done. In terms of the pot, the rim itself, it is simply a composite material. It's got, I think, 13 of these adjustable guys on the side. Single coordinating rod on the inside. Comes with an 11-inch Remo frosted head. Not a bad little, for what it is, tailpiece. Decent little bridge here. Looks to be like maple with something on top of that. But no tone ring. That's that's the trade-off that you do in this. But I wanted one, and I have a beautiful Bacon and Day silver bell banjo that I love playing, but it's heavy. This thing is probably 8 pounds, maybe even less. I mean, I wanted something that I could just anytime just to practice, to just carry around me with one hand and not have to worry about knocking it down and ruining the value of an instrument that's almost 100 years old. Mine's from 1924. So this was perfect for it. So no tone ring, but when you're practicing, you don't really need to project that much. I did do a practice video before, and I did notice that the banjo sounds a little bit louder and a little bit brighter in person than is picking up on my little laptop setup here. But yeah, the RB-20t. Yeah, so anyway, nice little tenor to, do a little bit of trad jazz in here. I have to admit, when I first got it, it was totally, there was no tension on the strings. And then as I started tuning it up, I was like, oh my gosh, the action on this is way too high. But as I tuned it up to the CGDA tuning of the traditional jazz banjo, it was fine. And I mean, it could go a little bit lower, but the gauge of these strings is so light, it really doesn't matter. You could do a little bit adjustment with the truss rod here, but I don't even see any reason to do it. I was interested in getting the RB-20p because my original thing was I want to try a plectrum, you know, and I don't want to get into it for a lot of money, and I'm sure that the plectrum is just as good. But then I decided, you know what, I got into tenor because I don't like the long neck of a 5-string banjo or a plectrum, and plus I've got a couple of years now invested in this playing in fifths on the tenor banjo. So I really don't want to have to go learn a whole nother set of chords. So anyway, I just wanted to put this out there because there isn't a lot out there on the RB-20t or P. I can play in other keys. But, okay, so anyway, Rover RB-20t, nice little banjo, street price around $220. I got mine for under $200. They've been, this is January, this is July 3rd. It's too hot to be January. This is July 3rd, 2020, and Elderly was out of stock on these, but I think they're getting them. All the back orders, I think, are starting to come in. So, but they go fast. So, if you're interested in getting one, look online, and I wouldn't hesitate in ordering it. I'd highly recommend it. It's, if you want a second banjo like I have, or hey, I heard tenor banjo is up and coming again, and it'd be a cool instrument to play, and you want to try it. You know, you don't get into it for a whole bunch. And quite frankly, I think these things are so in demand for people who want them. And like I said, that last back order, I would have gone on eBay and paid money to get one. So I think if you buy it and you don't like it, I think you're going to be able to get something out of it. Rover RB-20t. Nice banjo.